morning, everybody, or afternoon, wherever you live. I mean, for those of you on the West Coast, you never know. It's Sunday.
Happy Sunday, everybody, and welcome to Valley Spotlight, and welcome to Downtown 124 right here in downtown Warren, Ohio. We have a couple familiar faces for us that we are so glad to see. Some good friends, Anthony and Trayvon. Oh, and then you.
And me.
And you.
Yeah, I showed up. Well, hey, thanks for having us, you guys.
Yeah, nice to be here.
Nice to be here
as well.
Exciting stuff. This place has been open how long now?
Since January.
Since January. What's it been like, Anthony? Has it been good?
It's been very fun. A lot of fast-paced work.
Yeah.
And everybody's loving the menu.
Yeah.
Yep, they love the dragon noodles. Are right there. The pappardelle bolognese, which is made from scratch.
That one's the one in the front over there.
Yep, right there.
What part's made from scratch? The noodles or the sauce? Or what?
All the sauces are made from scratch.
Okay.
Everything of that's made from scratch. Our kitchen staff loves working here.
Yeah.
They think it's such a great environment.
It is really wonderful to see you guys, and of course, you know, we know that they did a lot of learning and a lot of helping in downtown Youngstown with Bistro 1907, and to see you guys continue to work together and then to bring great food to yet another downtown area. We couldn't be prouder of you guys, Trey. Yeah. You have been a busy guy, right?
I have.
You stay busy.
I tried to.
So what is your role here?
Me and Anthony are co-head chefs, so we design whatever feature menus. We help make this menu. Basically just run the kitchen for the most part.
Are you working on the spring menu right now?
Spring menu is done.
Okay.
So we're gonna play around with some onion rings, some tomatoes, use some local produce.
Should be good.
Yeah.
What's the meat tower at the end of the bar
Look
there?
at this beautiful thing over here.
What is it?
That's our pork ossobuco.
Oh, it's pork. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's essentially a pork shank cooked in our mushroom demi-glaze over a side of mashed potatoes.
It looks wonderful. And then this is sort of hiding behind the dragon bowl. You know, dragons tend to do that, but this is so beautiful and so lovely. If you're looking for a great steak, this is the place to come, right? This is great. What is this one?
To share,
that is
perhaps.
a New York strip steak with a mushroom risotto with a rosemary brown butter on top.
Very nice. I haven't tried this little pizza yet, but this looks like something that I would eat every single day of my life, right, Mike? It does.
Yeah,
what is this one?
It's right up your alley.
That's our prosciutto pear pizza. It has roasted red peppers, arugula, garlic, and cheese, mozzarella, and it's drizzled with balsamic glaze on top.
Is it, Anthony?
Yep.
You don't say. All right. Well, Michael and I already tried.
We did.
What was this one?
Pear and.
This is so we poached the pears in Pinot Grigio. So it's boars and cheese on a crostini with poached pear, caramelized onions, and then same thing, balsamic glaze.
And then 2 different sandwiches you made for us.
So 2 different sandwiches. We also feature these during lunch. So we have this one right here is the Cubano. So it's traditional mustard, yellow mustard, pickle, ham, and pork. And then we put that on a panini press. And then we have fries that come with that on the side. Over here we have the chicken and greens panini. Just pretty simple, roasted red peppers, chicken, greens, and some cheese.
And I know there's a few salads on the menu, but you chose the...
I chose the cough just because it looks the most...
It is pretty.
It is the most beautiful salad.
Yeah.
So we use living bib for that. It has tomatoes on it, cucumbers, bacon lardons, blue cheese, and then we serve that with chicken, and it comes with ranch and avocados.
And 3 drinks.
Right, the drinks are absolutely stunning. We had to ask what each of these were because...
This one is, I forgot already.
I forget what that one is too.
Yeah, yell it out.
Flight 13.
Flight 13.
Flight 13. This is a spritz, I'm guessing.
Spritzer of sorts.
And then the blue light special down at the end. Or blue light district.
Yep. It's purple, but it's called blue.
That's good. I got it. Well, it's quite the spread, isn't it?
It certainly is, and we're really glad to see you guys, you know, still working together and doing such wonderful things. I just want to give you a big verbal hug.
Yeah,
okay?
so
Is that okay?
We're going to pick at this, but it's time to kick off the show.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, Mike and I were just, he was asking me what story I wanted to lead with for today. And the story that I chose is Animal Charities, the Humane Society right here in Mahoning County. They are going to be expanding, but they need your help. And the reason why they're expanding, when you take a look at this story, have your eyes wide open, okay? If you love animals, then be prepared to have your eyes opened.
It's scary right now. What we're dealing with, what we're up against.
That might be the simplest way to prepare you for what the minimal staff and volunteers are up against at the only humane agency in Mahoning County.
The amount of animals that are in our area that are being abused and neglected and abandoned is unfortunately growing. It's getting worse. I'm afraid for our organization that we're gonna make it through the rest of this year because of how many animals are coming in our doors.
Jane and Jess McMurtry take on this monumental task together. Days, nights, weekends, there are no days off for these two. Jess is the Mahoning County Humane Agent who is called on to help every animal in need. She rarely accepts interviews due to the nature of her work. Why does Jess do this day in and day out?
To have a purpose, I think it's the biggest reason. To do something that's meaningful. I know that I can do it. I've been doing it for a long time. I don't know if there's anybody that could replace me and take that on. We've tried to find more staffing, but it becomes too difficult.
The difficult days are dealt with together, at work and at home. Jess and Jane support each other through the good and the bad.
I tell people all the time, and it's hard to get people to understand unless they really are in those buildings and see it, but if there is a headline, a breaking news story locally, sometimes not even within our county, and it's related to homicides and OVIs and robberies and gun violence and drug use. When all of those things happen, there is a very large percentage of a chance that those people committing those crimes or that are subject to those crimes have animals. And most of the time, we are taking on the responsibility of those animals.
Animal Charities currently operates out of 2 facilities. An old bank on Market Street houses the medical clinic and intake offices and have been taken over to make room for the hundreds of animals who need a safe place to heal after going through so much.
Every animal that is rescued starts off at our Market Street location. So they start there for their intakes, they get their vaccinations, spays and neuters. Some have very bad wounds and injuries. Some have never been to a vet in their life and they have masses and, you know, old injuries and old illnesses and wounds that need to be treated. So some are there longer than others. But then also they are there while their court case is happening. And it's not always as straightforward as a 10-day probable cause hearing. Unfortunately, some have to stay in our care for months and months until their trials. That's also where we used to have a full service vet clinic. Because of space right now, we're just doing vaccinations and testing and prevention for community at a low cost, but it's been outgrown for several years.
And then there's the rented facility in Canfield that is home to over 70 dogs. Some have been here for over 5 years and counting. No animal is ever put down due to lack of space.
We have a cat that's been with us since 2018. He came in with a tuna can stuck on his head. His name is Charlie. And we have some dogs. Herschel, who is dog friendly and people friendly. He's a high energy little guy. He's our longest resident. He came in January of 2018.
With zero room to take care of countless animals, dogs, cats, and even wildlife, the decision was made to purchase a 22,000 square foot facility on Southern Boulevard in Boardman. The organization needs to raise $5 million to turn this massive facility into what the animals desperately need.
All of the work still needs to be done. We signed the papers and we got the keys to the building. We cannot move in here until we do the basic necessities. Electric, plumbing, flooring, HVAC. Once those basic items are done, then we're going to just move in as is and work through construction over the course of the 24 months the whole entire project will take. And you know, it's not about the human needs. You know, once drains are put in, and the electric and the flooring, the safe epoxy flooring for the dog's paws are put in. You know, that's all we need.
You might be wondering where the majority of these animals come from.
As the Humane Society for Mahoning County, we cover all 425 square miles of Mahoning County. However, most of the animal cruelty crime is happening in the city of Youngstown.
Which then begs the question, how does the city of Youngstown help with the cost of care that comes with taking these countless animals? The answer is right now they don't. Given the chance to talk to city leaders one-on-one, Jess said she would remain quiet.
I don't know if I necessarily would say something. I'm more visual. I think I would bring pictures of what I see on a daily basis and put it in front of them. Seeing the dead dogs chained to trees that have been starved to death. A picture of hundreds of cats in a home. These cats living in walls and ceilings, underneath trash. I would bring photographs so that way they could see what I see with my own eyes.
So the calls will keep coming, the animals will keep needing care, and the Animal Charity of Ohio team will keep fighting to build their new forever home.
If the 252,000 people in Mahoning County all donated, like, I don't know, $2 or $3, we would be able to hit the goal needed to get that initial part of work done to move in. And it's hard to fathom that only $2 or $3 from every resident in Mahoning County, but we're serving and we're here for every resident in Mahoning County, and especially the city of Youngstown.
Whoa, it's exciting news.
It is exciting news, and they obviously need the space and they need the help. So, well, coming up on March 31st, I'll be hosting.
You're the host.
I am hosting, yes, the fur ball. So if anybody would like to get tickets, just reach out to our friends over at Animal Charity and get some tickets. And if you can't go to that event and you're wondering about ways to help, it doesn't necessarily mean getting out the checkbook, Mike.
Right.
I mean, you can bring in blankets and treats and toys, and even sign up to volunteer to help walk those little loves. And I was not expecting to be that overwhelmed by what I saw. Mm-hmm. And we've done so many things in our lives, you know. Sometimes I think I'm tough, or I've seen this before, and it won't impact me. And it did in a big way. So I just hope that they get the help and the support that they need.
I think they will.
So they can find their forever home.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Do you want to take a break?
Let's take our first break.
That was a lot for us.
We can come back. Pesto's Test Kitchen is on deck, right?
They are, with their $8 lunch boxes, and we're going to continue to enjoy everything out here at downtown 124. This spritzer, on point. It's beautiful, it's flavorful, it's good. It's good.
Yeehaw! Dino Ranch Live is coming to Robbins Theater on Wednesday, May 24th. For the first time ever, join John, Min, Miguel, and their lovable dinos, Blitz, Clover, and Tango, to a roarsome live show. Tickets available now at robbinstheater.com.
Angels for Animals' gigantic garage sale is April 21st through the 23rd at the fairgrounds. Incredible buys, great food, and raffles. For more information or to donate items or volunteer, visit angelsforanimals.org.
Is the low-cost living anti-inflation department store.
Shop Hills in the Liberty, Lincoln Knolls, and Boardman Plaza's Youngstown, and a Ridgeview Plaza in Warren, and a Hills location in Champion, all open 10 till 10 daily.
We're back here on Valley Spotlight, downtown 124, which is the address, 124 North Park Avenue here in Warren.
It's a lovely spot. If you've never been in here before, I had never been in here. You were here when it was a couple other different things.
Right.
And I am...
It's really cool.
It is so neat.
Really cool.
It doesn't matter what room you're in. You feel like you go back in time and have some of these beautiful, beautiful menu items. You had the shrimp thing.
It's good. I mean,
the Dragon Bowl.
Dragon Bowl.
So it's
got some dragon breath.
Look at you. Extra dragon on the
continue on with these vegetables
that one.
as we go into the test kitchen.
Well, if you are looking for a reason to have a great lunch, and if it's not here at Downtown 124, we encourage you to go over to Wahaka, the $8 lunchbox special. Oh, baby. Pesto's Test Kitchen out here at Wahaka Taco. We've got Mike Gallo. We've got Pesto, aka
Good morning.
Mark.
How we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic.
How are you doing, Mike?
Great.
Good.
Spring is around the corner.
It sure is.
Has it sprung?
Has it sprung?
I don't know. So I had to use the ice scraper yesterday.
I'm hoping it springs. But you guys are springing into all kinds of great stuff at Wahaka, and we are so excited to show off the lunch box menu for $8. $8.
Yes.
I love this, guys. I really do. So
obviously, the country's going through a tough time with the economy, with people having fear about everything. You know, the world's kind of in a crazy place right now.
Still is.
So I think there's nothing better to solve that problem with having some real value food, great portion size for a value for our guests.
We also want to make sure that when we're talking about portion sizes, there is one thing on the menu that for whatever reason, it gets you all fired up, Mark, doesn't it? A little bit.
Yes,
a little bit fiery.
I just want to explain.
A little fiery.
Yes, our tacos are smaller because they're supposed to be. They're Mexican street tacos. When you go to Mexico, which is outside of the United States, when you actually go there, you don't get a big jumbo taco like this. You get a smaller taco. A taco is supposed to be in 3 bites. 1, 2, 3.
That's a street taco.
That's a street taco, and that's what we serve. And just so you know, if you don't like the corn tortillas, which we sourced, and to me they're the best corn tortillas I've ever had, we do offer flour tortillas. You just have to drill down on your order and choose flour tortillas.
But I have to admit, all of the fresh ingredients, when people are enjoying all of these like layers of flavor, Mike, you see people coming in and coming out, and then they're here a second time and a third time because the flavors are so amazing.
Well, they're bright, they're fresh. I mean, if you go into our kitchen any time of any day, all people are doing is prepping. This food is it's a lot easier to execute from this end, the line end of it, putting it together, than it is prepping for it. Because prepping for it is a lot of work.
All right.
I mean, all the meats we marinate every day, and then we grill them and roast them, so.
Everything is made fresh every single day, which you can tell when you are enjoying all the flavors and all the beauty of the colors are amazing.
Plus, when you walk in, it smells good.
It does smell good.
It really does smell good.
Sabina always knows when I've been at Wahaka, she's like, Mama, you smell really good. Where's my elote? I'm like, calm down.
Well, I remember back in the days when I used to work at Chi-Chi's a million lives ago, and I was just a cook. My stepmom, Shar, would make me change in the garage. Immediately take the clothes down and put them in the washing machine.
Wow.
Because Mexican food, if you're working with it all day, pico de gallo, it took weeks to get the smell of pico de gallo off me from opening.
I think you guys smell great.
Maybe we should make a cologne.
I think it smells good. This is the Wahaka bowl.
Yeah, this is the Wahaka bowl, which everybody really healthy, especially with the rice and the cilantro rice and the black beans. I mean, these aren't, a lot of places use beans that are rehydrated with hot water. We're cooking fresh beans from scratch every day. This one has our achote chicken. It does have some sliced cabbage with it, pickled red onion, jalapeno. You get a great molcajete salsa and our chili lime spiced tortilla chips, which I think are just fantastic.
They are.
And here we go with our Mexican street tacos. You get 2 street tacos.
I'm going to take a bite of this. Is that okay?
Yeah, the show might be a little bit smaller, but it is packed full of product. I mean, it really is to the gills.
This is it. I'm going to grab
That's a great street taco.
It is.
And that's the way it's supposed to be.
All right. So this is supposed to be two bites. This is more like 6 bites for me. You can keep going. That chicken quesadilla.
Go ahead, Mike. You take it from here.
All right.
I love it.
Chicken quesadilla. It has our Mexican melty cheese, fresh made pico de gallo, marinated fresh daily achiote chicken, and our 2 8-inch flour tortillas.
Also, the thing about this is, some Mexican restaurants cheat. We don't cheat. This is Chihuahua cheese, and Chihuahua is a region or a state in Mexico, and we get the cheese from there. It's not like, and it is very similar to mozzarella, but it's about $4 a pound more expensive.
This is so good. Just keep talking about the nachos because
this is our everyday loaded nacho. Cotija cheese, cabbage, pico, fresh sliced jalapenos, pickled red onions. I mean, just loaded.
And what makes everything better?
Queso.
Queso, or poblano queso.
Yes. And we cut these chips in-house as well and make the seasoning for it.
In-house.
In-house.
We fry them in-house. They don't come out of a cardboard box.
They don't.
And that also comes, that deal comes with a slushie, a small slushie of your choice.
Yep.
And then the burrito box is last but not least.
Yes, our stuffed burrito. It is actually stuffed with rice. We have picadilla in there. Picadillo, roasted.
I love it.
So it has beef picadillo, which is what Americans would think is the ground beef taco, but it's got a lot more deep-seated roots in picadillo. It's got a lot of Middle Eastern roots in it because it's got some cinnamon, it's got Mexican sugar in it, so it's in raisins and carrots and potatoes. So our beef picadillo is really just a phenomenal dish. It would be good on anything that you put it on.
I've got beans all over my face. We've got long days for this whole entire team out here at Wahaka Taco, 132 Niles Cortland Road, right in Howland, just across the street from the
police station,
and
fire station.
And fire station. So cheers to the street tacos and cheers to your $8 lunch,
and we will be on DoorDash in about a week and a half with an 11-mile radius. So if you live as far as where you do, which I'm not going to mention, but you can get a pretty far order on DoorDash coming up very soon.
We're so proud of you guys.
Oh, thank
you for the lunch.
Enjoy.
Well, there you have it.
132 Niles Cortland Road, right in the middle of Howland, right by the fire department and the
Got to check it out.
police department. Yep, they're great.
And after lunch, it's time for dessert, right?
It most certainly is. It most certainly is. And these are our Dairy Queen people.
Love these guys.
I know.
Brand new location across from Children's Hospital with some new technological advances.
Very cool.
Yeah, so grill, chill, and new digs for Dairy Queen.
Very excited. It's been a long time coming. We've been planning it for several years. It took a lot longer to build than it's ever taken us.
You can understand the excitement for Chrissy Smith and her husband Ray opening their latest Dairy Queen. It never gets old, even though they've done it many times before.
We just got our 30-year award. That's how, yes, it's actually been a little bit longer than that. It's a long story, but 30 years.
30 years of hot eats and cool treats. And this one, across from Children's Hospital in Boardman, has all the newest and coolest decor.
The table over here in the corner has some cute red spoons on the top. Kind of Dairy Queen's like little signature thing that they've started to really push is the red spoon. Our Dairy Queen van that we drive has red spoon running boards. I'm not sure if you've noticed that or not. I had those custom made here locally by someone in Austintown. We have the cute little swirls or curls on top of the tables here, and that's our little signature curl. And just some fun art, lots of Instagram worthy pictures in this location. We have a really nice mural on the wall that children can measure themselves and how tall they are in ice cream cones.
But it's not just the decorations that make this place look new. It's a new design in the kitchen and drive-thru that make things easy for the staff and the food given out quicker to the customers.
That's Dairy Queen's new design. They call it their new 3.0 design. So an L shape to the kitchen. Everything is supposed to be streamlined. It's kind of a really nice design. We do have 3 windows at this location. We'll have a dual lane drive-through. We have a pay window, a pickup window, and then if we do have to pull a car because of an extra large order or some kind of a wait, we have a 3rd window if we have to hold a car.
It may seem silly, but the COVID years taught Chrissy how important the drive-thru really is.
During COVID, of course, our Boardman and our Canfield store took a bit of a hit because we didn't have the drive-thru. People were using drive-thrus more than ever. Our other 3 stores that do have drive-thrus were actually up during COVID, but Boardman and Canfield suffered just a little bit. We still did fine, but they suffered just a bit by not having the drive-thru. So it's really important.
Another rarity, Dairy Queen breakfast, only available in certain stores.
There's not too many Dairy Queens in our area that have breakfast, but they're pretty popular down south, and I love having it. Getting here early in the morning gets an early start to our day. We do serve breakfast at our Columbiana location. Our most popular items are biscuits and gravy. Of course, with our chicken strips, that gravy dipping sauces are one of our signature items. But at breakfast, we up it up a little bit. We add sausage to the gravy. So sausage, biscuits, and gravy, very popular.
Popular food, and this location, brand new, should be very popular too. Perfect for a couple important reasons.
We found this property, and it's right across from Akron Children's Hospital, which is our chosen charity, and I think it's really going to be a great fit. I think that we're going to get lots of hungry kids looking at us, pulling out of the parking lot there. I think it's going to be, even though we're not that far away, I think it's just a good move.
And breakfast?
Yeah, I didn't know they had breakfast.
Who knew?
Only in a couple locations, as you found out, but yeah.
Right, Boardman and Columbiana.
That's correct.
Congratulations, you guys.
Yeah, and you can even get a burger for breakfast if you want to. It just takes a few more minutes to cook.
Remember when we worked like
we were looking for stuff like that.
And I never could find a cheeseburger at 7 o'clock in the morning. You are speaking my language, guys.
That's the way.
Speaking my language.
All right, break time.
Break time, and then we're hitting the pool. The Hubbard Community Pool.
Do a little boating, are we?
Yeah, a little regatta.
All
That's what we do in our free time.
Be right back.
Whether it's dinner out with friends and family or your next catered event, Rachel's Restaurant in Austintown always makes it special and delicious. Award-winning cuisine, relaxing atmosphere, and so much more. Rachel's Restaurant, Austintown.
RC Compounding specializes in custom medications to meet your individual needs. Our staff can compound medications in unique dosage forms for everyone in your family, even your pets.
For us, we have standards, we have testing, we have personnel training. Everything, every single product that we dispense, we can assure that it meets all standards and above and beyond.
RC Compounding, we care about your health.
Papa Canzonetta's peppers, recipe established in 1975. A family secret is now yours to share with the people who add spice to your life. Choose from mild and hot versions, plus our famous original blend too. They're the perfect punch for any dish, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've got the recipes to prove it. Just follow us on Facebook, order online at papacans.com and pick your peck. papacans.com, order 6 jars or more and qualify for free shipping. We like it hot. We're glad you do too.
You know what's good?
What?
That bolognese is.
Is it? That's my next stop as I work my way down.
Do you want me to just take the plate and pass it over here?
You talk about the next story.
I know.
I'll eat bolognese.
Sounds like a plan. We had the chance to meet up with the entire class that was a part of the first annual Hubbard Eagle Regatta, and it took over the community pool there. And when you meet the teacher that is behind all of this, it'll make you feel real good.
Okay.
Okay.
Doing laps in the Hubbard Community Pool has never looked or sounded quite like this. This is what months of creativity and planning and nervousness looks like for Hubbard High School physics teacher Irene Pisanius.
Well, I've been here for 21 years. I teach all sciences, so I've taught physics here, I've taught chemistry, physical science, environmental science, anatomy, I've taught it all. But this year I'm mainly a physics teacher and physical science teacher.
Her lesson plan on buoyancy took a bounce in a new direction this year.
I wrote up a whole curriculum for it, a whole unit, and wrote it up, and I presented it to Miss Yob, and I said, can I do something like this? You know, because I didn't know about liabilities with the pool and things like that. And she said, yeah, you can do that. And I was like, yeah.
And that new direction was anchored by junior Nick Bowser. He was determined to set sail on a new kind of learning adventure.
We had a thing called the Steam Festival, which is just it's a big festival. We pick a day that we do like roller coaster building, bridge building, paper arm straws to hold weight and stuff, paper roller coasters. We do a bunch of fun things. And I asked her if we could do this year. And she was like, that's a really good idea. I'm not gonna do it. And I'm like, huh? And she goes, we're gonna do it in its own thing. It's not gonna be the same fest, we're gonna do its own boat race. And I'm like, awesome, that sounds like a great idea. And then she came back with like a month later, wrote an entire 3-page set of rules, and she gave us the rules, and we had every Friday since October, I wanna say, to build our boats.
And with the help of his beloved teacher, the Eagle Regatta became a hands-on experimental reality.
It was just so much fun, and it was really something different that, like, just instead of just sitting in a physics class learning about how water affects boats, seeing it and feeling it. It's an awesome thing that you got to like really see and feel.
Did you learn anything today?
Yeah, I did. I found out that boats that are like these need to weigh a lot so they can actually sink into the water, so the base of the boat is more surrounded by the water. But with boats that are this small and don't weigh as much, you need more surface area to be able to stay afloat. As like the two boats that won, they were giant squares. They weren't angled like this. They weren't skinny. They were just giant, big, bed-looking boats.
And speaking of winners, Shay Whitaker and his teammates are the masterminds behind Big Shirley. And she surely was the obvious winner of the race.
Honestly, at first, it was kind of like, what's going to happen? I don't know. We were a little confused, a little lost. And I believe it was either one of our team members, Molly or Julia, they suggested that we do a point at the beginning of our boat to divert the water, move it away. And then it was either Elise or Nathaniel who suggested putting a bump on the bottom of the boat to make the boat float more, kind of like a bubble between the water and the cardboard.
And it worked.
And it worked.
So Big Shirley came in first, but it was clear everyone who rowed their way through the Eagle Regatta were all winners, thanks to Mrs. Pizzanius.
100% I'm going to remember this. I mean, this was exciting. This was amazing for Miss Pizzanius to do this for us. I mean, she's an amazing teacher, and she deserves a shout out herself.
Miss Pizzanius is definitely an awesome teacher. She listens to all the kids. She answers questions. She gives you, she gives you like physical things to look at to learn. Like this was awesome. She didn't have to do this. She didn't have to take the time out of her day to write rule books and actually have fun with this. And she gave us, it was like a weekly completion points for it too, so it was like we were getting work done with it too. And she'd give us worksheet problems with it too, so like seeing like the buoyancy of the water and all that, it was awesome, it really was.
Mrs. Pizzanius, I hope you're watching this. I told her, I was like, oh, those kids, they said such nice things.
Can everyone swim, just in case there's an accident?
Everyone can swim.
Okay, good.
And Kate Keller, our
thanks.
lovely friend from WFMJ when we all used to work together, she is the one that floated that story right on over to me.
I love it.
Thank you, Kate.
I love it.
We had a wonderful day that day.
So let's go from boats to bikes.
I love it.
It is about motorcycle season.
Yeah, it is.
And they're getting ready at 330 Motorsports.
You got to keep an eye out.
Yeah, and there's a reason this company has a niche in the market.
We're buying a lot of inventory in. We are servicing all of our inventory. We're just getting ready for the season, so.
It is motorcycle season, and Rocky and Julie in his shop, 330 Motorsports, is revved up and ready to go. Yes, I said and Julie, the farm market people. And Rocky's a big part of their success, too. In fact, he splits his time between both passions.
I mean, I enjoy them both. They're so different, you know? So I enjoy them both. They keep me busy. I always like to stay busy.
And they are busy. The shop only deals in used and pre-owned motorcycles, which gives them a certain edge.
We try to pride ourselves in lower mileage bikes, I would say, and somewhat original. We try to find bikes that are mostly original. That's kind of our niche. We've done well with it for a lot of years. I was a wholesaler for like 15 to 16 years now, so I've known the market. We've been open for about 2 years here, so it's been working out well.
Oh, you'll see some Harleys in here, but it's the sport bike that's their specialty, a win for the customer because of its value.
The sport bike is, you know, because the performance on it's ridiculous. You know, I mean, they do 200 miles an hour. They're very nimble. They're extremely fun to ride. And you know, for the used ones, you can buy a really nice, you know, used sport bike anywhere from $5,000 to $8,000, and with the performance of it, that's a lot of bike for the money.
Rocky is all about keeping the prices as low as possible. A repair shop in the back helps keep that a reality.
the shop, it helps us out get our bikes all ready for the season. You know, when we get them in, a lot of times they need small things. They need some cosmetic repairs, or they need tires, sprockets, or maybe a clutch or something. We do all that in our shop, and that helps out tremendous. Keep our prices down, because you know we don't have to source it out somewhere else, and you know when you do that, you have to increase pricing.
And that's important because sales for motorcycles are at an all-time high, and the COVID pandemic played a big role.
I mean, there's always new riders, but with COVID, everybody wanted to get back into it because there was nothing else to do. You know, they could get on their bike and they could ride all day long, where a lot of places were closed. They couldn't do anything else.
The used bikes have been holding their value well, and this time of year is the time that people start to buy.
As soon as that hit and the tax money hit, that's the beginning. And then when the weather breaks, it gets even busier, and then it's just, you know, busy until, I would say, 1st August or somewhere around there.
The combination of his location next to the upstairs in Austintown helps because of its proximity to Route 11. And the internet draw has this business ready to roll.
We get a lot of local people, but majority of our business is online. We post bikes, and people come from usually, I mean, a few hours away. Sometimes they come 4 or 5 hours away, but mostly out-of-towners.
So if you're in the market for a bike this year, Rocky has some thoughts before you buy.
We do a safety inspection. We do basic service and a safety inspection for all of our motorcycles. So they're pretty much ready to go. Find something that you really like. There's so many different style bikes. And just, you know, basically check out the basic things like this, you know, the sprockets, the chains, the forks. You can Google a list of what you should look for when you go look for a motorcycle pre-owned, and you just check down the list.
Oh, those Aunt Julies. Is there anything they can't do? I know.
I love them.
They're all very nice.
The whole family.
Hard workers.
They do. They're nonstop.
Yes.
You think we need a nap? I'm pretty sure they need a nap.
Check them out, Mahoning Avenue, right next to the upstairs. It's in the same parking lot.
Very good. Thank you, Mike.
All right,
you want to take a break? I need some more bolognese.
Okay.
And this Cuban.
Okay.
Anyway,
wonderful
stuff down here at downtown at 124 in Warren. You have to come and check it out. But first, a commercial break.
For nearly 80 years, Cafe 422 has been the Valley's premier destination for steaks, seafood, and fine Italian cuisine. Join us at Cafe 422 for lunch, dinner, and all of your special occasions. Cafe 422 in Warren and Boardman.
We have such a legacy, created such a legacy here in the Valley, and we're very well respected by numerous manufacturers in the industry. We're a leader in our industry, and I want to continue that. We want to continue that, and we want to take it to the next level. Whatever that level may be, we're ready for it.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat.
All right, we're back.
Is it the Limited Express or is it just Express?
They should call this Awesome Bucco. I don't really know how to say it the other way, but that seems like a lot better.
Whatever this is,
No.
whatever you got to do to get down here and try this, that is.
Well, it's almost prom season.
Yes, it is.
Dress up season, weddings, things like that. So we did hit the Express, not Limited Express, at the Southern Park Mall. Here's Shop Talk. Now for Shop Talk, we are at Express, getting ready for spring with Nija, who's one of the associates here. And I guess the first thing when I came in, I noticed it was a little bit different. Things have been spruced up a bit, haven't they?
Yes.
Yeah, what happened?
So we've been here since 2011, and May 2022, we recently had renovations, and we got a new paint job throughout the store, and it makes it look more open and inviting.
Yeah, is it bigger too? It seems like you have more stuff.
Yes, we have more space for like product and all the new things that are coming out.
Let's talk about that then, because we're getting into spring. When did the spring stuff start to come in?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
3 weeks ago, yes.
So we're right on schedule here. Tell me what's in for the ladies. If people are at home and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's in, what's cool, you tell us now.
There's a lot of florals, a lot of vibrant colors, pinks, yellows, oranges. We have our creams and like patterns.
Yeah. And I didn't realize that you guys had the accessories and the shoes and the belts and all that stuff too.
Yes, you can pair anything you want inside the store with all the new items that are out.
Very cool. Now, some malls have an express, but they don't have an express for men.
Yes.
You're lucky enough to have one.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not a huge part of the store, but at least there is some really cool stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a lot of graphic and art inspired prints on our t-shirts and tops. And then we also have like a lot of blue themed items over there.
Yeah, so I'm in kind of.
Yes.
I mean a little bit, but you have more springy, summery stuff over there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you're going on a trip or something like that for spring break or something, you need those shorts or one of those fancy shirts, this is a good place to do it. I think it's cool when you come to the mall and you kind of get to know the people that work at the stores. That helps everybody. It's a big advantage, isn't it?
Yes.
Explain.
They get to know us, we get to know them, and we get to help them find their items faster since they're returning customers. And they're a part of our insider program.
Yeah, and then I bet people come in all the time and they're like, I don't know what I want, but you kind of know them, so you kind of steer them in the right direction?
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, give them the hours here at Express, or if you're coming to Southern Park Mall, you know when to shop.
We are open 11 to 8, Monday through Sunday, or Monday through Saturday, and then Sunday 11 through 6.
Very good. Come out and check them out. Express right here in the wing. We're right across the hall from Victoria's Secret. Well, thank you, ladies. Everybody looks so nice there.
I love going in that store. Even if I don't need anything.
And they got guy stuff too.
They do.
Better be slim though. They have a slimmer fit over there.
That's where we got Fred's suit for our wedding.
Slim,
he
sure,
is.
Sure.
He is. He looked very nice.
Exercises
really
or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
He does something like that.
You want to go hang out with Kelly Warren a little bit?
I do, and if you need a little bit of exercise in the spring, why not just combine the exercising with spring cleanup? Because then you can kill all the birds with one stone. Welcome back to Home Advantage with Kelly Warren of Kelly Warren and Associates.
Hello.
Hey, Cal, we're willing spring.
Yes, everybody in Ohio is like, let's get outside and make spring happen.
How many layers do you have on? We both have scarves.
I got a tank top of 3.
I got a tank top, a sweater, a vest, and a jacket, just because.
But the sun is out.
The sun is out. And that means you can get out in your yard and get ready for the spring market.
Yep.
And sometimes you got to put in a little bit of fun work.
You know what? You always do, because what happens is when we're doing our fall work, winter comes like all of a sudden, and you just never finish your fall work. And the fall work is tedious and no fun. But when it's in the spring and you're getting ready for summer, then it's fun.
Right, because then you get to enjoy it.
Or at least it's tolerable.
Exactly.
You know better is coming.
And the little flowers, they're popping up left and right out here at this home in Boardman, which is on the market. But they have, they have a beautiful space back here. They're cleaning up their sticks. They've got some wooded area on top of the lawn. And it is all about the sticks.
Yeah.
Right? Getting rid of those chunks.
Get rid of leaves, get rid of sticks, let your flowers come into bloom, do that fresh layer of mulch, and just, get ready so that you can, our house is like double and triple in size in the spring and summer. We can start being on our decks and on our patios and our porches and being out in the yard doing a fire pit, So you want to make it pretty and get it all set up for the right time of year.
Did you hear that? Your house doubles and triples in size in the spring and summer. No, I think that's good news for everybody.
It is.
I never thought about it that way.
Just when you're getting a little bit sick of being inside with your families, you get to...
Right? Let's let all those germs just get out of that house. So not only are we spring cleaning the inside and making sure, the walls and curtains, not that I do any of that stuff, but
some people do. Yeah,
they do, and outside too. So let's say somebody can't do it themselves. Is it worth it to hire someone?
Oh yeah,
help?
Hire a little handyman or a lawn company to come give it a once over. You don't have to have them come every week or anything, but just get you ready for spring. I love that. And then the things that we don't think about all year that like the spring and fall are a good reminder. Clean out your gutters, replace your little light bulbs, your batteries and your smoke detectors, that kind of just once or twice a year maintenance stuff. It's time.
I think it's good advice, especially if you're looking to buy or sell.
Yes.
Especially sell.
Yes, if you're selling, the buyers are attracted to your outdoor spaces, so get the once over done so that when they come, they can see themselves enjoying it without the work.
That's money well spent.
Yes.
Money and time
Yes.
if you're doing it yourself. So, well, I think next time we'll bring gloves if we do this, right? Because my hands are freezing. So let's give everybody at home the phone number and the website that you guys and your team, you guys are everywhere for everyone.
We try. We're online at kellysoldit.com, and you can call or text 330-717-2689.
I am not complaining about the sun, but I made it through the whole thing without squinting even just a little bit.
Oh,
You too, darling.
oh, good. Okay.
Good. Okay.
I think my back hurt just watching that.
Well, those people did a nice job.
Not in shape yet.
No, he always talks about spring yard cleanup. His yard, his mom and dad's yard,
Yep.
all those years, right, Mike?
Right.
What'd you do this weekend?
I'll be cranking it up again here before you know it.
I did yard work.
It's almost time to mulch.
Yep, that is
That's
the
right.
truth. But it makes a difference, especially when you're buying and selling.
Beautiful.
It really does. How about we take a break?
All right. Don't forget about Downtown 124.
This
Open
place.
Tuesday through Saturday.
Awesome Bucco.
Awesome. I'm going to talk to them about that.
Okay.
Be right back.
Taking one cash offer for your home doesn't have to be your only option. I'm Barbara Corcoran, and especially in today's current market, having a local real estate agent who offers great marketing and options that are customized to fit your needs is smart. In Youngstown, the agent I trust is Kelly Warren. Kelly can give you a guarantee to sell your home, instant offer, and the best marketing strategies in the Mahoning Valley. Get the option that's right for you. Go to kellysoldit.com.
History is like a window into the past. In my History Press trilogy, Lost Youngstown, Historic Theaters of Youngstown, and Hidden History of Youngstown and the Mahoning Valley, learn little-known facts and interesting tales from our storied past. All three are available at Barnes & Noble, fine local retailers, and Amazon.com.
Welcome back. Coming up in April, it is Autism Awareness Month, and there are a lot of different programs, a lot of different types of schools within our Tri-County area, but potential development has the potential to be at the top of their game for the people that need them the most, Mike.
Right.
And when you drive past those buildings, you have no idea what's going on inside.
If you have driven down Market Street in Youngstown, it's hard to miss the footprint that is now the potential development campus.
We purchased the first building on Market Street in 2013, so the high school building's been here, hard to believe, for 10 years already, and it really put us on the map because the visibility, people driving up and down Market Street, we've had people just drive in to the parking lot and say, hey, my neighbor could use your school, my cousin could use your school. You know, the stories are just endless that it put us on the map.
For Paul Garcher, the last 20-some years have been full of those kinds of stories. And now those stories can begin at the potential development preschool and go all the way to high school graduation and even beyond.
We start kids almost as early as age 2.5 with the preschool, so they're with us for a long time. We're able to learn that student, see where their strengths are, build on those, and take them all the way through graduation. So in addition to the goals that they would have on their individual education plan, so they may have more specific goals, but we're also teaching all the core content standards, reading, math, science, social studies. Again, making it a well-rounded curriculum for that student in addition to addressing their individual needs.
5-year-old Zara was nonverbal when she first walked into this school. Anyone who has been diagnosed with autism is welcome to attend this charter school free of charge thanks to grant and state money.
Give me a hug. You want a hug? I'll come give you a hug. Did you say hug? No, she said give me a hug. I give you a hug. I give you a hug. I love you so much. Oh my gosh.
A few short months later, Zara has found her voice that will carry her through the rest of her life. And the rest of her life is what Katie Petridis is focused on as the program coordinator. The curriculum at Potential Development teaches so much more than meets the eye.
We work on a lot of different skills with our students, a lot of social skills, how to interact with each other, how to interact with their families, with strangers out in public, and we also teach our students activities of daily living and how to be more independent. So in this room, the model apartment, we can teach them how to cook, wash dishes, do laundry, eat with other people, learn table manners, how to clean, put away groceries, all things that you would do living either by yourself independently or maybe in a group home, a day program. And we also take our students out into the community for our workforce development program.
Potential Development offers so much to ensure these students have the opportunity to engage with so much. Physical fitness thanks to Special Olympics, 5-to-1 student-teacher ratios for classroom learning, art classes, and even a process room dedicated to manufacturing tasks.
We also have a workforce workshop here at the high school that PhD Manufacturing has sponsored, and they learn what it's like to be in a manufacturing environment. So they have provided all the supplies for our students to put together and take apart metal clamps. They learn how to pack boxes, label boxes, and what it's like to earn a paycheck, basically.
There is even a room dedicated to e-games and gaming technology, plus hands-on electronics to learn how to fix computers. The list is endless thanks to the endless dedication that comes from people like Paul and Katie. Everyone on the spectrum is able to benefit from their patience and expertise.
We do not only serve children with severe behaviors, we don't just serve only kids without behavior issues that are on the higher end of the spectrum that are just very academic. We serve students on all ends of the spectrum and do it very well.
The goal of Potential Development, well-rounded, engaged, and independent graduates who leave Potential Development with an accredited diploma, the tools for success, and friendships that will last a lifetime.
And a lot of our students, you know, they may not have had a lot of good relationships at their former schools or had the opportunity to make friendships. It was just not a good environment for them, and we've seen a lot of students thrive here. They get that time, they get that space, they get friends here who've gone through the same things. They know what each other are going through, so they make good connections with each other too.
Yeah, it's important for the families too.
Yeah, families have said that they can see a big change in their students. They're doing a lot better at home. They're doing a lot better in other areas, and it's really exciting to see. That's probably the best part. Just knowing that we're making a difference, and it's a noticeable difference.
Yeah.
Well, good for them.
I know, and they keep on growing, and I think it needs to be said once again that anyone on the autism spectrum is, as long as a doctor has diagnosed it, they are welcome to go to that school. And again, this is one of those schools that once these kids graduate, they graduate with a real diploma, right guys?
That's fantastic.
You don't want a piece of paper that doesn't mean anything to the rest of the state or the rest of the world. They're working for it, they deserve it. They're gonna do prom this year, they're gonna do a talent show.
Oh, how fun.
So it was a really, I have had some eye-opening experiences putting this show together, let me tell you.
I bet. A couple of thank yous before we go. First, Steel Light, for helping us out and letting us go to some brand new cool places like this.
Right, even if they aren't necessarily a client of Steel Light, those relationships are incredibly important to make sure that our local restaurants and local restaurant owners and workers and the people that are dedicated to bringing you great food continue to get their word out. So that is how and why we're able to be here.
And thanks to Downtown 124 and Trey, and Rob has now joined us.
Rob!
Hi. Nice to see you.
We're so glad to have you.
I'm glad to be here.
A couple familiar faces again.
I'm looking at your cocktail menu. Some of these I can't pronounce because they're in another language. Thanks a lot for that.
We tried.
Yeah.
Some of them, you know, we had to make a joke out of it.
These are fun though. Yeah, they all have different names. Is there a reason, like a little theme behind a lot of this stuff?
A lot of it is just sort of, you know, inside scoop, inside jokes. Some of them you brought up a few of them. Some of them are named after the spirit or a riff on a classic cocktail that we based it off of. Some of them inside jokes between the three of us that came up with the cocktail menu, Tony, Dan, and I.
You guys joke around? No.
Yeah, really.
On occasion.
You mean you have a sense no
You
way.
wouldn't believe it in the restaurant industry.
Here, one's called I Hate Mondays. Who doesn't?
But you guys are closed on Mondays.
We're closed on Mondays.
You probably like Mondays.
Some of us still.
Guild Trip, Beastie Boy, Lethal Lemon, not Lethal Weapon. That's a movie from the 80s also.
We're giving Trey a hard time because he's old
getting
enough-
his history lesson
Yeah,
today.
he's old enough to be my son. We figured out.
Before Google, we had encyclopedias.
I know
Botanica.
Okay.
You had to open the book.
Makes me feel better. So, wow, this is impressive stuff, you guys. Who does all this cocktailing and things like that?
So for the most part, the cocktail list, the wine list, the draft list was designed by Tony Anthony Van Kirk, our owner, his younger brother Dan, one of our bartenders, and myself.
That's a lot of work that you guys have put together, and they're really, really quite beautiful. And this little purple guy, I don't think anybody tried this one yet. I had a little bit of the spritzer. Mike is a little bit still recovering after St. Patrick's Day, so I'll do it for him.
Has a butterfly pea-infused Trace Agaves Reposado in it.
What?
Harlequin orange liqueur, dry vermouth, and grapefruit juice. And a little bit of lime juice on top.
You know what you should do? You should have him here once a week.
Yeah,
just
when's
to
the
explain
celebrity
the
bartending night, you guys? I am ready to go.
I like this.
Delicious.
Maybe on Monday.
Oh, yeah. I got my eye on you.
On Mondays, nobody's here. Me and Mike.
Yeah, I'll do the Monday shift. The 5 to 6.
You guys do have happy hour. You guys are open for lunch, not open on Sundays and Mondays, but yet the rest of the week you guys are, their phone's ringing, right?
Yeah. Phone is ringing. Yeah, and people call about happy hour 3 to 6, Tuesday through Saturday. We like to do that Saturday happy hour too. Some places don't, but we thought, you know what? You're coming down. We want to see you in the afternoon. We want to see you whenever.
What's the response you've been getting? I mean, you've been open for a couple of months.
Very well.
What do people say?
And in terms of they're always very complimentary of Trey and the boys' food. We just had some guests here last night, and this is a thing that I see a lot. People that go, well, I've tried almost all the cocktails, but I have to hit this one and this one and this one, and I love that.
That's awesome.
That's why we have a nice, larger list. We wanted people to sort of, if you have your favorites, some people do. But some people like to work their way through the list.
entire menu.
They should get like a T-shirt or something. If they do them all.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
You're really offering up the
I don't know. Marketing. Trying to bring
He's a marketing director now.
Like a downtown 124 rewards card. Something like that would be nice. All right, I didn't mean to interrupt, sorry.
I don't even know what I was saying anymore. What was I saying?
We should probably wrap this show up. Started off the rails. Anyways.
We're so glad to see you guys having great success out here, and it's no wonder the food is fantastic, the team is wonderful, and we're very proud of you guys from the bottom of our hearts. It's nice to see you.
Good work, boys. Awesome.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, we have a retro-mercial. Retro-mercial means a way back commercial trick.
A different century, perhaps.
Rob knows, right?
Older than me.
These plates are almost as old as you. For heaven's sakes. All right, we'll say goodbye, and you can watch us. We have a Roku channel.
We do. You
Facebook,
can download the Roku
Instagram.
channel.
You can watch the segment separately or go to the website valleyspotlight.com and watch the entire show.
And submit your story ideas. It feels like we are on this train and it just keeps moving forward. We most certainly cannot do it without you or our sponsors. So thank you so much for making this possible for us.
Have a great Sunday, everybody. Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen.
One more shot.
It's Dairy Queen, an American original with another all-time hit, the one and only Dairy Queen Blizzard, specially blended with your choice of a Butterfinger, a Heat Bar, or cookies and more. So rich, so thick, you gotta spoon it up. Cruise on down and spoon up a Blizzard, only at Dairy Queen. An American original.
We treat you right.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.